Hello, lovely human beings. Hope you're all well. I'm Shirley. This is another episode of Shirley Says You Lucky Things. You get to hang out with me and just delve into my brain as if you were diving in and rummage about and find out what I'm thinking about this week. And this week is how incredible is this that we are realising the world is about to open. Well, we're mentally preparing, we're actually preparing, I'm preparing my lovely salon for maybe opening very, very soon. Don't know when, don't know how that's going to work, but I do know that I'm starting to work on it, and I just kind of think it's so exciting. I think everybody's kind of like a bit fed up and we're all waiting for to see our pals and to go and chat to folk and catch up with people and waiting for bubbles to collide. Join other people's bubbles. Can the bubbles collide, or do we have to keep bubbles separate but we can join bubbles? I'm not really 100% sure about the bubble thing. So essentially we are getting very excited about just maybe a bit of almost I hate using the word normality because it sounds like my mother. She always says the word normal, get back to normal or back to normality, and we all hate that chat, mum. Actually, I think she's right. Think maybe my mum's right for everything and I've just been in denial for potentially 38 years. That's a real potential, if I'll be totally honest. She is incredibly sensible. She's very practical. Anyway, that's by the by. What was I talking about? The world reopening. Yes, we're reopening and I'm very excited about it. I think we're all getting into the swing of it. However, I'm very aware that on the flip side to the excitement of reopening is also a bit of stress, a bit of anxiety, a wee bit of, how's this going to work? How are the kids going to get looked after? How are we going to go back to work? How are we going to do this? And I always think the things that you worry about and the things you stress about are the things that you can't really control. So one, it's kind of pointless worrying about it because you can't do anything about it. But two, it sort of takes over this stress because you can't control it. Because if you could have controlled it, you would have done something about it. Does that make sense? It makes sense in my head. So, with that in mind, we need a distraction. That was the next point that I was coming to. We need a distraction because we're going to stress about something that we can't control and can't do anything about it anyway. Then what we do is we need to think about something positive or watch something positive or something funny that will take our minds off it and give us all a little break in our heads. Because I think we kind of get carried away with overthinking things and then we don't sleep and we get knackered, and then before you know it, a good day or an okay day has turned into a terrible day, and then the next day is even worse. If I am at all tired, I become a wee bit misery guts. I think most people are. I think if you're a bit tired, you just feel the day becomes a lot tougher and not as fun. Let's keep it fun-ish and let's keep upbeat and positive. So, with this in mind, I started a book club. I know this is random and you think, Shirley, where did this come from? I have got no interest in a book club. Yes, you do. You just don't know about it yet. So, I am obsessed with books. I have been for years and I love a self-help book. I love self-help. I love autobiographies. I love health and well-being books. Anything where I feel like I can glean a bit of knowledge or I can learn something. But the most important thing about any book that I read, I really like it to be funny. And that is, I can hear a lot of people in the background thinking, do you know what, Shirley, self-help and funny don't really go together. Completely disagree with you. I have read so many funny books, funny self-help books, that just crack me up. Now, don't get me wrong, there's a lot of dry ones. I've read them too. But anything that really doesn't grab my attention, I end up just kind of flicking through some pages and moving on a bit quicker. So, with this in mind, I'm doing this little book club and we're going to recommend cool, fun, interesting, insightful books that you guys are going to absolutely freaking love. And don't get me wrong, I'm sure you love the books you're reading at the moment. If you're reading anything, you might be into crime or not fiction or whatever it is. Why don't we just try something a bit different? Because I think everybody's got in their head that a self-help book is boring or a bit dry or a bit long-winded and they just wouldn't be able to stomach it. However, there's so many really funny books. Who doesn't like a funny book? That's a whole other question. Why would you not like a funny book? So, I've got loads of little videos where I'm doing tiny little reviews, not lengthy ones. I'm talking like 2 minutes tops, where I'd review it and tell you who would like it. So, I'm currently reading Peter Crouch's book, which I just love. He is so funny. He's funny. He's got really funny little stories, and it's just like a completely different world, isn't it? I'm absolutely loving him at the moment. I think he will be like a national treasure. Like in a couple of years, he'll be on TV. He's so funny, and he's got such a good way with words. Loving it. So anyway, I'm always reading something totally random. Join in, recommend books. It doesn't need to be self-help. It just needs to be something that you've really, really enjoyed and you think, I would love for people to have this book or read it. Or maybe it just totally changed your life. There's got to be something positive about whatever book that you've put on the recommendation list. So let's all get together, recommend each other really cool books, and let's distract ourselves from the bit of stress that we're all kind of going through at the moment over how we're going to come out of lockdown. We're going to be absolutely fine. We always know this. Everything evolves. We would be bored if it didn't, and nobody wants to stay in lockdown forever. But let's just make it a bit of a nicer transition, maybe. I like a distraction. I like funny. And I don't care if it's a funny movie or a funny book or phoning my girlfriends and getting a bit of chat and having a laugh. As long as it is something positive, let's all stay positive and have a laugh. Maybe we should be reading joke books now that I'm thinking about it. I'm hoping, I've not read a joke book. Felt like it might be a wee bit just repetitive, but maybe that is something that we should be looking into. Anyway, that's by the by. I hope you're all well. I hope you are all staying safe and looking forward to getting out into the real world when we're allowed. And yeah, let's just all be kind to each other, and nothing's going to be perfect initially, and we're all just going to be trying our best to get things right. And let's just support each other, because we're all going to need a bit of help doing this, because it's going to be very, very interesting. Okay, thank you so much for listening. Hope you're all well. And review me on iTunes if you can. That would be incredible. Say something nice. That's always good. And if you feel that any of this chat is helpful, then share me with your friends and join the book club. I think you don't know it yet, but you are going to absolutely love it. It's going to be a hoot. Anyway, have a great day and hopefully see you all soon. Take care. Bye. Mwah.